When I taught fifth grade, there was this couple. They were in love for 3 days. And then at the conclusion of their relationship, they decided that they were going to get divorce papers ready, right? So they wrote up divorce papers about who got what friends, who was allowed to sit where, what days they were allowed to play where on the playground. Everyone signed it. They asked me to sign it, and I said, I don't think I can. In my 3rd grade class, we read After the Fall, which is a book about Humpty Dumpty and what happens to him after he falls off the wall. And my 3rd graders were doing a worksheet that had a picture of Humpty Dumpty on it. And 2 boys were discussing this picture of Humpty Dumpty. One boy asked the other, why is his name Humpty Dumpty? Now, this would have stumped any normal person, right? Any normal person. Like, that's a great question. But his friend had a very quick response. He said, well, sometimes you gotta hump and sometimes you gotta dump. I mean, true. While walking my class to PE one day, I had one of the boys pull me aside and he said, Miss Smith, I can't go today. And I said, I think you can though. Why don't you try? And he said, no, I can't because we're doing wall sits today. And I said, I don't think that's a reason that you can skip. And he said, no, you don't understand. I'm allergic to walnuts. I once had a student come up to me at recess, and the way he was approaching me, I could tell in my experience that this boy was about to tattle his little tail right off. And sure enough, he came up to me very upset and said his friend will not stop barking at him. And I said, barking? He said, yes, like a dog. He's barking like a dog. I'm allergic to dogs. That's not how allergies work, but okay. While at recess duty, I had a student come up to me and he looked very uncomfortable and he leaned in really close and he said, I have to go number 3. I was too scared to ask what number 3 was. I still don't know to this day. While welcoming my 5th graders back into the classroom after recess, I had the person who was on duty come up to me and said, hey, I need to discuss things with you. This is never good. So I went in expecting something harsh and horrible that I needed to take care of right away. And she said, we just busted your 5th graders running a massage business under the slide. What? Sure enough, my 5th graders were running a full-blown massage business underneath the slide. They had owners. They had masseuses, they had the patrons,